And then later, I got this message saying, Georgia, you've been catfished. This is fake. These photos are from a boy that died 5 years ago. This person is using the photos to get your attention and all this stuff. And I was like, holy shit.
Welcome to the Butterfield Effect. My name's Isaac Butterfield. You probably already knew that. Anyway, this week on the show, we take a look at a very interesting YouTuber by the name of GeorgiaProductions. But before we do that, ladies and gentlemen, the sponsor of this entire bloody show is me, very sadly. But anyway, I'm going on an Australian tour all over the country. The ticket link is down below. Go and check it out. I'm also going to bloody the UK, New Zealand, and America. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And now that that's out of the way and you've gone down and clicked there and got your bloody tickets, GeorgiaProductions is a young lady from Newcastle, just like the old Butterboy over here. Don't ever call me Butterboy. I will scream. Anyway, she's from around here. She's a very lovely person, and we chatted about all things YouTube content, what's happening with the platform. She also spoke about her issues with anxiety and screaming 12-year-olds. She also told us the time she got nits when she hugged a fan, and it happened about 5 or 6 times. It was pretty gross. And here's our conversation as it happened. I fucked up that last bit. We're not going to take this take again. Here it is. Spotify. Don't forget to check us out on Spotify and iTunes. Boom!
Let's do it.
One quick plug for Lipton and we'll get underway. Lipton iced tea.
I only drink Lipton. I don't drink water.
Thank you for joining us, GeorgiaProductions. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Oh, we're
Marvelous.
starting?
We've started.
We've started. Okay, awesome.
It's great to have you here.
Thank you. It's
Newcastle
great to be
girl.
here.
Let's
Yeah.
forget the fact that you're born in Gosford. Don't worry about that.
no.
Newcastle girl. And probably the polar opposite when it comes to content
Yeah.
to me. But, you know, you're very family friendly. You're very
Yes.
brand friendly. You said you had a bit of a deal there with Disney.
Yes, yeah.
Disney has not approached me.
Really?
I can't believe it. I really am shocked to
I'm shocked
learn
too.
that the people representing Walt don't want anything to do with my buffoonery. But
Walt's missing out.
I think he's dead. But anyway,
Yeah.
what's going on in your world?
I've been touring lately.
Hey.
On tour.
What are you doing on tour?
Doing some shows. It's quite an interactive show, quite chilled out. Nothing like yours, which I would love to do one day, because I think stand-up's great. I'm always on Facebook watching all these stand-up comedians and just cacking myself. It's great.
I've said that to you before. You could do stand-up. You've got natural timing. Your videos are very much like set up punchline, which is the basics behind stand-up, and you can stand on stage and talk to people. So that's everything down packed. All you have to do is do it.
True.
But you basically do stand-up at your shows anyway. You're telling jokes, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's a form of it. I'm sure you're not doing clubs, but that could come in the future, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Particularly as your audience sort of grows and even gets older and stuff like that. Like,
I just need to stop looking like a 14-year-old girl, 16-year-old girl.
I don't know how you do that. I don't know. If you're a dude, I'd say grow a beard, but
Yeah.
maybe you grow a beard. I don't give a fuck.
Look,
Go for
give me
it.
some testosterone. It'll work.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, so you're touring.
Yes, I am, and it's going well. I've finished now. I did my last 2 shows yesterday actually, and in where was I? Gold Coast.
Okay,
I'm thinking for a second, and I've been all around Australia because my audience is very much Australian, like yours.
Yeah, like mine.
Yeah.
Like mine, which is fine. You even made a video about why doesn't America like you? I saw that.
Really?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Tell the people at home what that video was about.
It was about, basically I had a look at my analytics and my demographic, and I realised, wow, America hates me.
Yeah.
I had about, I think it was 5% American, and then after that video, it boosted, it went up to 15, so that's
wow.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Clickbait does work, ladies and gentlemen.
fucking over
It does work. It was basically just about me kind of taking the piss. Am I allowed to say that? Taking the piss? It's Isaac Butterfield's podcast. What am I talking about?
You can say whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
I'm not going to bleep it out. We don't even have any sponsors. This episode is brought to you by My Tour. Go and get your tickets right now, immediately down there.
Brought to you by his beard. It was basically me just taking the piss out of YouTube trends and how stupid they can be. And it was basically me just trying to do the trends. taking the piss out of them, and then saying, okay, I've done the trend, now America, you need to like me.
It's hard for Australians to break into that American market. Like
It's really hard.
there's a little bit of a language sort of barrier for some people. I mean, a lot of my videos, some people say they're hard to understand and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, the slang and stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. I guess there's the upload schedule and what time you upload as well. I mean, I don't know what time you do, but I usually do in the afternoons here in Australia.
Same for Australia.
So that means that where it ranks in the algorithm, often it's sort of no longer new in America. So I mean, that's just one thing that is sort of plagues on, I guess, a lot of YouTubers from Australia's mind. But to make it over there, I can't think of too many that have done it. Like Raka, they did it. Who else was there, Connor? There'd be a couple of people. You can't think of any, me either.
Jackson O'Doherty, maybe?
Jackson O'Doherty.
He's funny. Oh, yeah.
No, I like Jackson. He's a nice guy.
I met him at the airport once.
Did you?
You had no idea who I was.
Really?
I walked up to him, Jackson, what's your stuff? Yeah, right. I was like, okay.
He's just a dude.
To be fair, I do look like just the fangirl, but oh yeah, just had a little chat to him.
Well, when I met you, you look like you do in videos, but I didn't expect you to be like just a tiny little human.
Yeah. Didn't expect you to be so tall. So
well, that's the number one thing that I get. People are like, you're really massive, mate.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, no, I know. It's like, I thought you were like 5'6" or something. Like, no, like twice that height.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I was going to say about the analytics thing. Oh, no, about the America and Australia. Apparently, I was talking to someone from VidCon US, and they said that YouTube doesn't really like to put Australians on Americans' recommended page.
Ah.
And that was like, really, it was just sucked. It sucked to hear because I was like, oh, okay, like, awesome. What do you expect us to do then?
Yeah.
Because no one had any clue who I was over there. I went to VidCon US, and I didn't expect them to, obviously. I had about 5 people who recognised me. I was like, yes. Every time a new person, I was like, yes.
It's a big win.
International.
Well,
yeah.
I didn't get an invite to VidCon in the US or Australia, so it was very upsetting.
Sorry.
They don't want anything to do with me, apparently. Apparently I'm not brand friendly enough. So
yeah, but there was a lot of people there that weren't brand friendly, to be honest.
Oh.
Maybe it's just
me.
being mean. Maybe it's being bullies.
Fucking dogs.
Yeah, just sue them.
Pig of a man. But
Pig of a man.
and how's the YouTube life treating you?
Pretty good.
It's your first job, yeah?
Yes, it was. I never had a real job, as some people say. Because
When did you start this whole YouTube business?
when I was 13.
Right. What? Really?
Yeah.
And what are you now?
I'm 19.
You're 19.
I'm almost 20.
You're almost 20.
But yeah, I started just making videos in my room with my laptop, my little webcam. And I made them just to show my friends. And I actually didn't know about YouTube, didn't know it was a thing. I just genuinely just started making videos. Everyone goes, hey, what's the inspiration? I'm like, just did it myself. All humble and stuff. And I started making videos on my little laptop, and then one of my teachers came over and was like, got anything you like to share with the rest of the class, Georgia? I was like, yeah, actually, put it on the big screen.
Yeah.
And then she did, and everyone started laughing, and I was like, hang on, like, I'm funny? Like, this is cool. And then she showed the principal, and the principal decided to show the whole school my video
really?
because he liked it. So, and that was like my first video ever, so it was pretty crap. But
Went viral within your high school.
it kind of did, but then I got a bit of teasing after that, but I didn't care. I just kept going, and it was actually my principal who said, "There's this thing called YouTube. You should put them on YouTube." And I was like, "Oh, okay, that's all right. Guess I'll do that." And then it started there.
For me particularly, there was one video that sort of blew up. What was yours that sort of set the trend going?
It was it was trying on my mum's clothes back in 2017.
Nice.
And it's weird. It's the ones that you don't expect to go big that go big. Because I put it on Facebook because I was like, oh yeah, I've heard people, you can share things quicker on Facebook. Put it on Facebook, and 2 days later, 9 million views. I was like,
Wow.
okay. Also got quite a few pissed off mums saying, oh, she's such a brat. So ungrateful, so mean to her mum. And mum's sitting there like, well, it was funny. Like, I liked it.
Yeah. Isn't it incredible that it just takes one?
Yeah.
And like my one that went very, not as viral as the 9 million. I think it has like 4 or 5 million on
that's
YouTube.
Awesome. Yeah.
But it had a couple of million on Facebook, maybe 10. But I remember thinking to myself, this isn't good. I don't even know if I want to upload this.
Same.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
It's like you can't create something to go viral.
Yeah, it's an accident. It's always an accident.
Yeah, it's always like there's a few people like Mr. Beast and those type of people who can create it, and YouTube gets behind and pushes it out, and they make their money back, sort of thing, because they know people will watch it. I get that, but for me, it was just like as you said, pure accident.
Yeah.
And
was it improvised as well? Because this video for me, usually I scripted. This one was completely improvised. I just chucked it up there because I had to be somewhere the next week. I thought, what do I do? Oh, I'm trying on Mum's clothes. I'll do that. It was improvised, and I thought I wasn't that funny being improvised, but people liked it better. I don't know better, but like they liked it because it was a bit different. It was just improvised. And I was like, damn, okay.
It's a more natural sort of thing sometimes.
True.
When you're so used to scripting things, and like I script things too.
Yeah.
But I do a little bit of improv in between sort of bits and all that type of stuff, and I just talk like just to my camera sort of thing.
I used to not do that, but I do now.
Yeah. I think you got it because you can sort of, particularly if you've got a comedic mind, it just joins the dots and puts things together a little bit nicer. But yeah, it's certainly interesting where the whole virality of videos comes from and how it can launch someone's career. And you don't even need to have a job. Like this is like, but in saying that, YouTube is very much a full-time job.
It is.
I treat it like a job.
Yeah. Me too.
I get up, go and do my thing in the morning.
What time do you get up? 7, something like that. Oh.
I go to the gym. I go and walk my dogs.
Right. Okay. I was gonna say. I was expecting you to say like 9, like me.
No. I get up early, get stuck into it, and then I write. Like Mondays and Tuesdays, I write all day. Wednesdays, I record, and Thursdays and Fridays,
It's got a schedule going.
Yeah. Well, I found personally that one of the big things for me was losing my mind, sitting at home by myself, not having anything to do. So schedule and having this sort of plan every single day, which I think we're trained to do.
Yeah.
Because when you're at school, you get there at 9 o'clock and all you want to do is go home. You get home at 3 and then you do your little thing and you go to bed. You go to work, it's the exact same thing. You just want to get home. But if you sit at home all day and you've got a job there or you're unemployed or whatever, you sort of start to have that sort of cabin fever.
I mean, you sit in bed on your laptop, it doesn't work because you're tired because you're in bed.
It just doesn't, you don't get out of your skin sort of thing in the morning as you would if you were going to work. So I thought, okay, I need a plan in place and that's sort of mine. And that's how mine works. And that's how I'm able to do, 3+ videos a week.
Yeah. That's great. I started trying to do a schedule. And then, I don't know, I just got lazy, but I really should get back into that. And for me, like, scripting is the hardest bit. Is thinking of an idea, coming up with an idea, something from scratch. It's like I try to explain this to people. I'm like, with this kind of job, it's not like school. School, you get a worksheet and you got to fill it out. With YouTube and creative stuff like this, you have to make the worksheet first and then fill it out. Like, you gotta do everything yourself. And sometimes that gets pretty hard, and I'd rather just like sometimes I'll be there on my laptop, just blank screen, and I just blank. I just have no idea what to write, and like it's comes to me randomly. Things come to me, or I notice someone do something funny, I'm like, hey, that's a good idea, or like, yeah.
Well, that's how I write stand-up. So I come up with the punchline first and work backwards. Find the story behind it. Yeah. And with videos, I've just got like hundreds of notes in my phone about different videos I want to sort of try and do. So they just come up. And when I fly on planes, that's when I write. Like I wrote I think over the last weekend because I was on planes for about 12 hours. Yeah. I think I wrote like 8 videos.
Really?
So I'm going banked
on your
up.
phone?
Just on my phone. That's what I was doing because we were on the same plane last night.
Yeah.
While you're up the back.
I was about to say have a safe flight. I'm like, wait. we should both have a safe flight.
You had what, 3 or 4 wines?
I had 2.
2, and you're blind up the back, half asleep. I could hear you snoring out the front. But while you were doing that, I was twiddling.
Dude, I was actually playing Plants vs Zombies. Thank you very much.
Playing what?
Plants vs Zombies. Remember that game?
Is this another brand deal?
No.
Yeah, righto.
It's playing Plants vs Zombies. Download now on the App Store. No, it's just a game. I was really into it too. I was like, yes, kill those zombies.
You mentioned like negative comments.
Oh, yes.
Do you get many negative comments? Because you're very happy.
No.
You're a very happy person in your videos. I wouldn't imagine many people can pick you apart.
Thank you.
Although I'm going to try.
No, I don't really. And it's really nice because I know like how common hate is. Like everyone gets it, It's a thing, and I can't imagine how much you get.
If I go a week without a death threat, it's been a good week. Like it happens like just constantly.
Really?
You should read my inboxes on like Facebook. It's just like
I think that would destroy me. I don't know how you do it.
I enjoy it. I love it. I have people come up to me all the time, even in public too. Some guy came up to me at a pub in Newcastle. He's like, "You're that racist bloke." I was like, "What?"
Really?
I was like, "What are you talking about?" And then he tried to fight me inside a pub. I was like, "Dude, this is just ridiculous. Like you got the wrong end of the stick here, mate. You know, you believe in just bullshit."
I swear some people look at the thumbnail and then judge off that.
They really do.
And they never watch the whole video and realise, oh wait, he's not. He's just explaining something else here.
There was a venue in Geelong. It's a shit venue. Don't ever go there.
All right, Geelong. Stay away from that. Is it a Geelong way away?
Hey. And that you're gonna get hate now.
Yeah.
And there was
she's not funny. She's not a comedian.
and there was this lady there who ran the entertainment side of things. And I was going to book a show there, and she saw one of the videos I did on women having extremely hairy underarms. And
sorry, that was funny.
And she was like, "I do not think Isaac holds the same values as we do at this place, so he is no longer welcome here, and we would like to just like never have him here," all that type of shit.
Because you said hairy armpits are a bit gross.
Yeah.
They are.
They are, of course they are.
Even on men, they're gross. Like,
I shave
it's just
mine.
hairy armpits. I don't know why people like. I don't want to say too much, but yeah, I don't know why people take so much offence to the smallest things that like you just have an opinion on. Like everyone has different opinions.
Oh,
and
but even in that video, I'm like, hey, if you have hairy underarms, I don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
I'm just making fun of you.
Yeah.
Right? If you're going to go out and do something like a statement like that, people are going to make fun of you.
You're going to braid them.
Yeah, exactly. Like you just need to be able to deal with that shit and not freak out about it. But there's been other venues and that type of stuff. There was one that I thought you'd find interesting in New Zealand who said, "Oh, we don't want Mr. Butterfield here because we don't accept internet comedians," which was hilarious.
Right, okay.
Because I started off doing stand-up
Just doing stand-up,
doing stand-up prior to doing YouTube. I did stand-up for like 3 years.
Really?
And I did...
Dedication?
Well, I started opening for people like Frenchie, Josh Wade, these type of guys.
Okay.
And they all said...
I'm acting like I know who they are. I need to do my research. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, no. You'd probably hear of Frenchie. I don't know about Josh.
Right, okay.
But so they were really good guys and they helped me along the way. And I thought to myself, the best way to get an audience is by far making online content.
Yeah.
And it's funny to see like a lot of people disown you from the comedy world when you put yourself out there like that. They see that as a cheating the system sort of thing.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of like mainstream comedians that like hate my guts because I'm outspoken and all that
like
type of shit.
Cheating way of something. But even though they put their videos online anyway,
Yeah, they
on
do.
Facebook and
They
things,
promote
it's like,
themselves.
but
They're just shit at it. No one cares about them.
Gotta hack the system.
You do.
you gotta get onto it. Like social media is the biggest platform these days. It's so like it really is. I reckon it's the biggest way to get your name out there. Easiest also.
Does it scare you, social media?
Oh,
because
what you said about hate, it's like I really don't get that much, and if I do, it's just you can tell they're like 10 years old. I hat you. You are a idiot, and like they're just like I'm like, all right, go and play with your truck or something. Like what are you on your internet for? You can't even spell, like things like that. They're most just like kids. Or I do get a lot of I do get sexist comments, just like females aren't funny. Girls aren't funny. Like go and do a makeup video or something. I get a fair bit of that when I go on it seems to be only when I go on the trending page that I do get a bit of a wave of like people that don't think I'm worthy to be there. So, and that's all right. I mean, you get that.
The dudes that say that women aren't funny, it's just like, but you are. It's proven.
Yeah, I don't really
People
care.
find you funny, so then you are funny. Like it's
Thank
just.
you.
This is what I say a lot about like people who say that. Even what you said then, like that the sexist people. I don't think they're sexist. I just think they're dumb fucks.
Yeah, they are.
They're just idiots. They're just people who could you imagine having a conversation with that person?
No.
Not
interested
Well, fuck
anyway.
them.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great female comedians.
There is, yeah.
Sarah Silverman was a fucking hilarious comedian.
I need to research the people.
She's great. Well, I don't know how she goes anymore, and even Amy Schumer back in the early days. Calm down. In the early days, she was really good.
Okay.
And then she went a bit leathery and a bit weird. But it doesn't, sex doesn't define how you can tell jokes. There's this chick called Miss Pat, and she was on Joe Rogan's podcast recently listening to Miss Pat. and she was fucking hilarious.
Okay.
She was talking about her husband came home and she hadn't showered, and you ain't getting none of that yesterday's pussy. Anyway, amazing. But my question with this scariness is, because it scares me, because all of this can be taken away tomorrow.
Yes, yeah.
So what do you do if it all fails tomorrow?
Oh, and that's what people like ask me, like, what are you going to do in the future? It's like, I don't know. Like, it's something that it is a bit scary, because it's like, it can be, it's like, it can be a temporary job. And I don't know where it's going to take me and things like that. And I think I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, see how it goes. But like, even when like the views drop a little bit, I'm like, ah!
Yeah, it's scary. It's scary.
This could be the end.
It's Armageddon.
This could be the end. Oh my God, YouTube's going down. But like, it is a bit scary. But I just say, like, even with what you were saying about people say that they feel like you're cheating or something because you're on the internet. When I wrote my book, I actually did write it. Not a lot of people, but some people assumed, got a ghostwriter because I'm a...
You mean this book?
I mean that one.
Which is available at all good bookstores, including
Kmart,
Target, and
Big
online.
W. Yeah,
Big W.
online, yeah.
So go and get it. It's called
The Amazingly Disorganized Help Dictionary. Stands for ADHD. So.
Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of about that.
So tell me about, why does it stand for ADHD?
I do have ADD or ADHD, and it's like, it was a lot worse as a kid. Went on the meds, fix me up. I mean, not really, it never goes away. But it's about how to use your creativity and your different kind of working brain to your advantage. And especially, there's a few bits in there about school and how, because school only teaches one way of learning. They teach one way. It's just sit, listen, I'll talk, you don't do anything. And for me, I struggled so much. Like, I just could not focus. I couldn't, I cried about it all the time. I tried so hard. I tried to sit at the front of the row, listen to the teacher, and my mind would go off into the most stupid directions, and I wouldn't realise it's doing it until 10 minutes later and I've missed the whole lesson. And but I realised that this way that my brain works is quite creative, and it could work to my advantage for videos and things like that. And I don't think that if I had a normal working brain with normal neurological pathways and stuff, I really don't think I could make the videos I make. And in the book, I'm kind of trying to explain that, like, you can use it to your advantage, and you can work on ways around it. Even in class, you can... I found out that if I did something with my hand, like draw or kind of try to draw things, even just random things and objects, I would be listening a lot better because I'm doing something with my hand. And then I look back at the doodles and I remember the lesson from looking at the pictures. It's strange. It's different way than most people learn. Yeah. Most people would learn writing the actual lesson down, but for me it was...
Most people wouldn't look at a doodle to learn anything, but yeah, very
But that was me. And maybe it might not work for other people, but like, there are so many kids that have ADD or learning difficulties, and I didn't really see a book like that, and I was like, hey, this could be cool, like, could help someone. And there's also things about anxiety and how to deal with that also, and how shit it can be. And yeah, there's a lot of things. But when I got the book deal originally, I told some of my friends about it, and most of them were really cool. One of my best friends, I'm not going to say who, but like, because I guess I got this because of YouTube. Her sister is like, always loves writing. Like, she's a really good writer, and she's always wanted to write a book and, be in a big book publishing company. When she heard about it, she was like, oh, like, really? Like, you got a book deal? And I was like, yeah, like, isn't that awesome? And she was like, she was so happy for me, but she was also like, oh my God, like, my sister's wanted that for her whole life, and you just got it like that, like, because you're on YouTube. And I guess, like, I totally saw where she was coming from. I was like, geez, if that was me, I've been working my ass off and not got any recognition too, I'd be upset. So I understood that, and she is like one of my best friends, and it came from the heart. She supports me so much, but I guess it kind of hurt a little bit, because she was like, oh, like, my sister's such an amazing writer, like, I wish she got the recognition too. So yeah.
But luck plays a big role in all of this. Like,
it does, yeah.
Sometimes it's not so much the most naturally talented person that rises to the cream. It's the same with sport. You can be so naturally talented, but if you don't train and put yourself in the right position, perhaps you won't make the team or whatever.
Sorry, I talked for ages just then, just realised.
You can talk as long as you want. It's fine. What are you worried about?
Okay.
You're a stress head, aren't you?
I am. You can tell. I've been spotted.
You asked me before how my anxiety's going. I saw you
Yes.
put up something the other day about yours.
Oh.
You're very open. You're very open about it.
Yeah.
And
I am now, I think. Yeah.
I think it's important that people in positions of reach speak about it openly.
Yes.
And you put up a story. You were very upset. Yeah. And I was just flicking through my Instagram and I watched it. I was like, oh.
Oh, shit.
You're all right.
You're right, mate.
In the nicest way possible.
Pat on the back.
I mean
Don't pat me on the back.
I mean that in the nicest possible way. But what's going on? You suffer from anxiety,
Yeah.
much like all the other fucked up people in this room.
Yeah. most creative people, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suffer from anxiety and it can suck so much, like panic attacks, not knowing where they come from. And I have this kind of thing, it's to do with like ADD, and also it's like a little bit of, do you know what depersonalization is?
Yes.
Oh man. It's to do with that. I don't really want to go into detail, but like it's the scariest freaking thing and the most unnecessary thing that ever happens to me. And I've had it since I was like 10 years old. Every time it happens, I just say like it's an episode, like it's coming, like I'm having it's kind of like a type of panic attack. I don't know if you could call it that because it's so different, but I've been getting that since I was 10, and that stuff like really messes with you. And
It does.
Yeah.
It does. And I feel you with that.
Yeah.
I remember a message months and months ago about that sort of thing, and just like sort of just said like it's after something that happened at was it a book signing?
Yeah, that was more just with my anxiety, it's very much in my head, and I'm an extrovert, so when I'm around people, I actually become happier. It's when I'm alone for too long, I start like literally losing my mind.
That's what I was saying about the whole having things to do.
Yes.
Having a schedule. Because when I first started YouTube, I was like just at home all day, losing my mind, like cabin fever, just like feeling stressed and anxious, couldn't sit down and watch TV. Just losing my absolute
Even
shit.
a small thing could trigger you and just like, oh my God, I'm freaking out. Why am I freaking out? My brain feels like it's going to explode. So
Sorry, go on about that.
Yeah, no, all good. I just think, honestly, that could have happened to anyone. I don't think it had anything to do with the fact that I am an anxious person. I think if you were in that situation, if you were put in that situation and the pressure I had on myself, I think it could have happened to anyone, even you, anyone. It was just, basically, I was at a book signing and there was over 1,000 people in the shopping centre and all screaming and stuff, and it was really cool.
Oh, fuck that.
It was really cool, but there was only a few like barricades and stuff, and they were very closed in on me. And there wasn't like there was a line up, but I kept looking up to see like if the line had gotten any smaller. I was like, oh no, it just never felt like it got any smaller because they were out the door.
Yep.
And it was just a massive, massive amount of people. And I guess this was the last one I had done. I had already done one in Newcastle, Brisbane, Melbourne, Perth. This was actually Perth. And each one had about 1,000 people. And I tried to manage them all. I tried to meet them all. I think I did meet them all in Newcastle. It was 1,000 people. I met about 800 in the other ones and stuff, which was like still like I was just exhausted after I lost my voice. I got sick after each one. I got tonsillitis. I got nits from each one.
You got nits?
Think about it. All the girls that hug me and their hair touching each other, each one got nits.
You got fucking nits?
Got friggin' nits. I'm 20 years old and I got nits after each book signing.
You got nits from meet and greet.
I did. After like, this has nothing to do with like.
That's so gross.
I haven't actually said anything to do with that, so this is a bit of I just exposed myself.
How I got nits. That should be this week's video.
I know, I'd have to like a treatment after each one. I'm like, shit, got nits again.
Oh no.
And bad too. like
a whole infestation. Oh, gross.
I got tonsillitis. I got a stomach bug. I got like, think about like the germs I probably hadn't been exposed to, not because of the people, but just because like the amount of people and like
everyone's sick.
Everyone's probably
gross.
got everyone has germs on them, but like maybe there was something I hadn't been exposed to yet because.
That's hilarious. I never thought of that.
It's because I hug everyone and like.
Oh,
But-
you hug everyone.
Yes.
Okay, well, there's
Yeah.
the problem. I handshake.
Yeah.
I handshake and I hand sanitize afterwards.
Yeah.
In between every person. Ugh, gross.
Ew. The great unwashed. Ew. No, I'm kidding.
When I meet you
Yeah.
peasants.
I'm kidding.
I'm
No, yeah. But no, it's fine. Like I didn't really mind. But I think the only thing that really freaked me out was I just started freaking out of the amount of people. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna let these people down, I'm gonna let these people down. And I started feeling really nauseous, really sick. And I was like, no, ignore it, you're fine. Keep signing. And I looked at my publicist and I went, like kind of like did a bit of a gag, and she goes, get out, like go. And I ran out the back. People are following me, ran out the back to the fire exit, like just vomited into the toilet, and then I was like, we're good, I'll go back out. Had a bit of a cry, went back out again. I was like, right, we're good. Hi guys. Went back out, washed my hands, obviously, went back out, started signing. Happened again. I was like, I'm feeling really sick, and I had to go out and I had to like put on my Instagram story like, I'm so sorry, but I can't continue. Like, I just feel so sick. I don't want to vomit on you guys. I don't want to spread my germs if I am sick. I don't know. I actually still to this day don't know what it was. I think it was just plain nerves, and it made me nauseous. But yeah, I just couldn't do it.
Well, it could be anything. You're travelling as well.
True.
So naturally your sort of immune system's low.
It was.
And all those type of things.
Yeah.
But to have 1,000 people there.
Yeah.
And the biggest I've done was signing, and it's like 500 people.
Yeah.
And even that, when you look up at
So
the line,
many.
like I love it,
Yeah.
as most people love it.
I loved
but
it
it is
too. It was
daunting.
awesome.
It's daunting. And you go, holy
Yeah.
shit. And then there's every photo is a flash, and you're like,
And you can't see the next person's face. You're like, you're really pretty. I can't see you, but like, you look lovely.
And it is a scary thing.
Yeah.
But living with anxiety and things like that, like a lot of people do, but it doesn't make it any easier. You can hear about how many people deal with it, but it's important to remember that
You still feel alone.
you still feel alone,
Yeah.
you still feel shit, but you need to know that you are able to live a normal life. You are
Yes.
able to succeed in things. And I think that's an important thing for people in positions of, as I said, reach, to really push and put out there. Because I know when I first started having anxiety, finding out that other people who were successful in life and had done great things with their life, things that I wanted to do, were able to do it with this mental illness.
Yeah.
And that word mental illness is scary to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I assume having you on this podcast will mean that a lot of different people who probably haven't seen my videos and stuff before will watch it, and maybe they have a mental condition. Fuck it, we're all fucked. A mental illness, and they need to understand that just because you have that doesn't mean you have it forever.
No.
And it doesn't mean that you will always be fucked up.
No.
It just means for right now you're a bit fucked.
Yeah, and like I say to everyone, like anxiety is temporary. It comes and goes, and
Yeah.
goes, and it comes and goes, and then it comes and goes. It's like most of the time I'm fine, and then sometimes I'm not fine, and that's okay. Like it's okay to not be okay. And I will say I feel lucky. Every time I get it, I feel trapped. I feel terrible. I feel like, oh, this is just the worst feeling I could possibly explain. And you can't really explain it because anxiety is so different and intricate for everyone that you can't really explain the feeling. And that's like kind of the most suckish part. It's like, damn, I wish someone else could experience what I'm experiencing. But I think what I try to remind myself of is like, someone's always got it worse. Someone's like, there'd be someone out there that have full on like, out of body experiences, like I don't know, personal, what's the word, like personality disorders and stuff, and like things that would be so much worse to live with and hard to handle. And it's like, well, I don't have that, so I'm fine, and like, and even the people with it, I'm like, wow, you're amazing. Like I don't know how you're doing that. Right?
There's a lot of people a lot worse off, but also in your own life, this is what you're dealing with, and you've got to be able to deal with it. But it's interesting how many people are dealing with it. Like I'd said to people who said they had anxiety, you just need to calm down more, you just need to relax more, you need to try yoga, all that type of stuff.
And it's hard to calm down.
That stuff
sometimes.
does work. But this is how I explained it to my dad, who told me that.
Yeah.
When I started having problems with it, he said, you need to calm down. I said, mate, it's like you're sitting at home on the lounge, you're supposed to be relaxed.
Like
but there's
I
a
am
tiger.
calm, yeah.
There's a tiger next to you trying to eat you.
Yeah.
And that's how your body's reacting.
Yeah.
It's freaking out. Like I went for a year and a half of having like 3 or 4 panic attacks through the day.
Would you
and
like
constantly
sweat
being
and
anxious.
shake and stuff?
Shake, the whole depersonalization sort of thing, like just feeling like you just having weird
Everything
thoughts,
doesn't feel
everything's
familiar.
bad.
Everything.
Yeah. I remember walking through Charlestown Square, which is a local shop here in Newcastle, and it was like my legs were going to stop working.
Yeah.
They were like jelly. I was like, oh
Do
my
you ever
God.
like look at your hands and they feel like they're heaps far away or something?
Yeah.
Like that? Yeah.
I do it with that. If I look at my phone
Yeah.
at night time and I'm a bit anxious, it feels like my phone's like traveling away
Yeah.
from me. It's ridiculous.
And it can be like so different for each person, and like it can be like it's crazy the different types of anxieties, the different types of panic attacks, the different types of like disorders or like things or what's the word symptoms that people can get from it.
Even
And
tension headaches. That's
yes.
a type of
Oh
anxiety.
man, above the eyebrows or
Yeah.
on the back of the head, like yeah.
Like you're worrying. Worrying is anxiety.
Yeah.
So
Kills brain cells, man.
does it? Well, I'm good.
Yeah.
It's all over.
Oh god, no,
But
it does.
it's. I think it's important that you talk about it. And I think, particularly to your audience, which is younger than mine,
Yeah.
bravo to you for putting yourself out there, because that's a scary thing to do.
Yeah.
You know, and you didn't do it in this YouTuber like woe is me way. You were legitimately like just like,
Look, guys, having a shit day.
this is me. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that real sort of attitude is important. I think anyway. I don't know.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
I mean, I did try to make it as short as possible, because I know some people, like, you know, you get the idea after maybe 5 minutes or something, or like I have sat there and watched like a 20-minute video of someone explaining their anxiety, and honestly it's like helped me be like, oh, I'm not alone. It's all right. Like, yeah, it's different for them, but it's quite similar. We're all under the same umbrella in the way. Everyone goes to the same dark places. It's a song. Love that song. It's by Junior. You should look it up. It's very great.
I haven't heard Junior, but
I will send you that song.
Thank you
It's
very
great.
much.
It's my little anxiety anthem.
Anxiety anthem. Jesus Christ.
But
What's your song you play when you get your nits scraped out of your head?
I was trying to think of a funny song, and nothing came to me. What's like a really motivational song, like like a really like terrible a screamo song.
Just
like
a Pauline Hanson chant, fuck off, we're full.
Yeah. Just some screamo song. But yeah, I tried to make it as like short and sweet as possible, and just try to say like, look, I'm not having a good day, and that's okay. But yeah, I tried to just say like, look, please don't feel sorry for me, but just like know that it's, you know, it's okay if you do feel like this. And it was more just to show people that like YouTubers are not perfect, and I'm not perfect, and my life isn't perfect, and like, but even though I'm like surrounded by amazing people, in your head like things can just be so hard.
I'm sure you get a lot of correspondence from people who say, listen, you help me with this, or can you help me with this, or this is wrong in my life, or I've got this problem, that problem. I don't reply to those. And the reason I don't do that, and a lot of people get upset at me for not doing it, is because I replied to one when I first started out. I was very, very small, and I said, there's this young girl, she was like 15 or 16, and she replied to me and said, listen, I'm thinking about killing myself and all this type of stuff. And I replied with, okay, here's the numbers you can contact. You need to go to your doctor, you need to get a mental health plan, all that type of stuff. And she, all her response was back was, oh my God, I can't believe a YouTuber responded to me. And I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
That's all you were after? And that was your attempt at doing it?
Yeah.
So after that, I was just like, hands off, you know?
That's happened a few times. And I try to still respond to people in the comments, or like I follow back a few people on my Instagram. But yeah, like people do that. And I try to respond as much as I can. I try to like help them out as much as I can, but I will say like, look, there's only so much I can do. Like you need to seek help. You need to like talk to your parents about it. That is the most important thing. Like you need to talk to someone who really, really cares, who is with you. Like I'm not with you. I can't do much when I'm not actually there. And it's like you said, but I also, this is it's a really stuffed up story. I think it was last year, got this email in my business email account, and it was this mum, and she basically said like, my son, he watched the videos, he has cancer, he has this and this, explained this long email explaining the surgeries, explaining the checkups, explaining everything, like, and how I've helped him through that and everything. And me and my mum were like, oh my God, like that's terrible. Obviously, let's reply, let's like give him the time of day and everything. And then the emails kept going, kept responding. I followed him on Instagram, followed him on Instagram, and then and I was like, I talked to him every night. He would reply to me, and be like, I'm not feeling well. My everywhere hurts, all this stuff, like really in depth. Like you thought like this is like a kid going through something terrible. And I would cry about it. I was like, this is like a 10-year-old boy. You shouldn't be going through this. Then later, like the mum posted something on his Instagram saying like he died. And I was so upset, like traumatized. I was like, not traumatized, that's the wrong word. I don't know why I said that.
Upset, yeah.
I'm so upset. And then later I got this message saying, Georgia, you've been catfished. This is fake. These photos are from a boy that died 5 years ago. This person is using the photos to get your attention and all this stuff. And I was like, holy shit.
Why?
Because I don't even know why. They were actually like the mum, I don't know who this was, still don't know to this day, was like saying, you know, like we were like, oh, we can fly down there and meet him. And like, I don't know, like I still don't like think about what would happen if I actually did fly down there. So this sick, messed up person was using a dead boy's photos to get my attention. And even Mick Fanning like fell for it too. There was other people who fell for this boy. And it was just crazy. I cried so much when I thought he died. And then what was I going to say? I don't know what they wanted out of it. But they made so many accounts. They made the mum, the brother, the son, and everyone that I was talking to. I really felt like I was talking to a 10-year-old boy. There was nothing that was slightly off about it. It was like the grammar was off, the typing was slow. But when you talked to the mum, it was fast. The grammar was fine. But it was one person. Like who thinks of that? How can your mind be that like smart but dumb at the same time? Do you know what I mean? Like
that's so fucking creepy.
It was creepy and thinking of like and I kept saying like, oh, do you want to FaceTime? No, FaceTime. Like I'm not feeling okay.
See,
like,
that's when alarm bells go. If they don't want to like a mate. That's so.
We kind of just thought, cause he's sick. Me and my mum and my dad all fell for it. Like it was like usually you can kind of tell, but like it was that well done. It was like something out of a movie. Like it was crazy. But
that's like almost become someone's like obsession or
it was
their
weird.
hobby.
And they like texted me all the time. Just they wanted my attention because I was like giving them all this like reassurance, saying I hope everything's okay. Like, and I was basically just trying to say like, and this boy would say things like, Georgia, do you think I can watch YouTube in heaven? Like when I go to heaven? All this stuff that is like, what are you doing to me?
What did you say?
I was like, I'm sure you can.
We can't even get good reception down here with the NBN, let alone up there.
I was like saying, I'm trying to like make this boy feel better. Like, I'm sure you can. Like, but like, hold on for me. Like, you can, we can do this and like all this stuff. And oh man,
that's horrendous.
So bad. Like the amount of stress and like just plain like sadness that I got from this boy just talking to him. Like it was so hard.
Because I thought it was like what you were going to say was you found out it was some creepy dude, but they were talking to Mick Fanning as well.
Yeah, still don't know who it was.
Because it would make sense, right? From my point of view, watching enough of like Catfished and shit on Netflix and all that type of stuff, that it would be a dude, he'd try and get you to fly down and then, I don't know, abduct you or something.
Yeah.
That would be like the thing, right? But if they're talking to Mick Fanning too, what the fuck?
Don't know. They catfish so many people, like other like celebrities and stuff. Not like a celebrity.
You
there
dropped
it is.
the C-bomb. You got a book out. You can call yourself a celebrity. Bloody hell. Jesus.
No, sorry. I meant
that's all right. George is the celebrity.
Personalities. I don't know why.
No, George is a celebrity. You got a blue tick, big fella. Come on.
Oh. Got it before you. Oh, no, I didn't. No, you got it before me.
I can't believe I got a blue tick. I had to whinge and bitch and moan for like 6 months for that.
No, I got the blue tick. You just don't talk to anyone. It's you're too good for everyone.
I don't talk to anyone. I'm a busy boy with my puppies.
Oh, your dogs are cute.
My dogs are cute. Yeah. My dog Rosie's got 15,000 Instagram subscribers, followers now.
15,000.
Yeah, she's doing well for herself.
She's doing better than my sister.
And your sister's got a YouTube channel too.
Yeah, she just started. She's just doing like vlogs and things, and she's enjoying it.
Yeah, good on her.
She's still at school, so yeah.
Yeah, but I met her last night. I met her. I ran to the shops once, and she seems like she's got her head screwed on pretty straight, which is great.
Yeah.
And she's doing some of the live shows with you as well.
Yeah, she's doing good.
Good on you. But this podcast isn't about you, Lily. So Bugger off. So tell me, what's next? What are you doing?
I still don't know. I like, it's just trying to, I think I want to really try to focus on videos again because when I did the book, when I've been doing the shows, it's like my focus gets shifted into these two like things. And for now, I just want to kind of focus on videos again where I started. Like, you know, I don't want, I want to just knuckle down and try to get as many videos done and try not to miss weeks because I often like, I miss a week because, you know, the first 3 days of the week I've been really busy with other things and like the shows and doing other like brand deal like meetings and things like that, going to Sydney and like, and then by the end of the week I'm like, oh, I haven't filmed anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to try to, and like you said, I'm going to take some advice from Isaac. I'm going to get a schedule going.
Yeah, well, you could be like me and just have no brand deals, so then you don't have to go to any meeting.
True.
Because no one wants to work with some loudmouth dickhead. But yeah, no, I think it's good to sort of have your options open like that. Are you going to do the whole YouTuber route of doing some music?
I mean, unless it's Disney. No, of course not. No, that's not my. That's not
So that story you told about having knits in your hair, that's a bit that you could do on stage.
It could be. Yeah.
It could be.
Yeah.
But your audience would love to hear that. But that's even a video you could do.
I didn't want to offend anyone. Like, you gave me knits, guys.
That's fine. You start to have people turning up at shows with like little knits and just little craft
knit spray.
Yeah, someone would knit and knit.
Here's the knit stuff. Here's that. Yeah. But that could be a bit.
You could get a brand deal with the knit
stuff.
I can't even speak.
The
knit things.
Yeah.
You know, the spray. My brothers have had knits. I got younger brothers, and they all have really long hair.
Oh, really?
And they've all like really nice hair.
Yeah.
And they've all had the knits, and mum's had to get in there with the thin comb and rip it all out and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Fucking gross.
It is.
I never had it.
Wow. Aren't you
Knit-free
superior?
Knit free since '93. That's a t-shirt, Con. We'll get that happening.
Yeah. Write that down, Con. Write that down. Yeah.
But yeah, so YouTube's moving forward for you.
Yes, yeah.
And how is everything else in your life? What are you doing with all your millions? With all this cash, you're selling 30,000 books. Are you buying a house? What are you doing?
I'm investing the money.
Investing.
Mostly just going to sushi train and spending it all there.
Very nice.
I love sushi train. Yeah, Mum thinks I should start like maybe investing just in a little apartment or something, and I was like, that's a good idea. But yeah, I'm trying to be smart with my money, as everyone.
You're not even
should be.
20. Blow it all.
Yeah.
Go for it. Why not?
Go out to town, blow it all in one go.
Buy some shoes.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Who gives a shit?
Got some Nike Air Force.
Me too.
Yeah. No, yeah, I not much to say. I'm just trying to save at the moment. Yeah. Trying to be smart with it. Yeah. Yes.
So you're going to tour again?
I don't know. Actually, different tour company reached out to me recently, and I still don't know. Still in the works, or still in the meeting stages at the moment. And we're thinking of doing something like next year or something. I don't want to do anything this year. I think I'm good for this year. Don't want to do anything else. But yeah, maybe next year. Maybe there's something going on.
What I reckon you should do, and take this with a grain of salt. Do 10 minutes of stand up at the start.
That could be good. Yeah.
Why not? Warms everyone up, and then you go and do the other things that you do throughout the whole sort of experience. Because then that's something that you could transfer later on if YouTube blows up or if it doesn't or whatever. You still have that skill to be able to get up in front of people, tell jokes, and you can make a living from it.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I just think that because you have your fans who will love whatever you do on stage, and it's the best proving ground for you to get up there and tell jokes and see if they're funny or not.
Oh, true.
Because if they're not funny and you suck, they'll still love you. Doesn't matter.
True.
It's a nice place to do it, right?
So, yeah. Good support base to do it.
Perfect. Well, Georgia, thank you very much for coming on the show.
Hope it fits
What am I
on you.
wearing here?
It suits him. I'm going to take a photo of that.
You can take a photo. I'll take up the... We're going to do it right now.
Yeah. Look,
Forget the
I'm going to get it. All right. Here we go. Can I say I'm doing a podcast with you?
You can do whatever you want.
All right. Smile.
Hello.
It's a video.
Oh, Hi, we're currently live. George has interrupted this to show off a hat, try and plug a merch. You got enough money, mate. Wake up to yourself.
All right, I'll save that and post it later. But yeah. Sorry, what were you saying?
So, you've got your book.
Yes.
You've got your hats.
It's so funny
You've got your
seeing
merch.
you hold that and wear that. Because I only ever see like teenage girls wear that.
I'll wear this everywhere. You gave me stickers. You gave me a little merch pack and a little to make me feel better. So it's been a big day, and but no, good on you. It's good to see
Thank you.
two people in Newcastle taking on the globe, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Georgia Productions. Look at that camera down the barrel and tell us what you've got going on. What's news in your life? What do you need to tell people? Where do they find you?
You can find me on the YouTube channel, Georgia Productions, Georgia_Productions on Instagram, and that's pretty much the only other social media I have.
And you hide your last name.
I do.
You hide it from everybody.
Still don't know it. No, I hide it for everybody.
Because I said yesterday, I was trying to get it out of you. I was like, oh yeah, you hide your last name. Is that right? Or do you want me to put something else there? And you're like, no, it's fine. I was like, I thought I was going to get it out of you. I Googled it.
Really?
It's not on Google.
No, I'm trying to just keep it as long as I can.
Why is that?
Because privacy, I don't know. I think it's just something I'd rather not. I'd rather just keep. Like, I feel like people know everything else about me. I'd just rather have that still stay a secret, you know? Yeah.
Fair enough. It's always good to keep secret.
Yeah. But thank you so much for having me. No, I'm doing this one. This is what my boyfriend told me. He goes like this, and then the... Yeah.
Well, it hasn't taught you very well.
Oh, no, it was this one. It goes like that.
What are you doing?
Or something like...
No, it's like that, and that.
Right, all right. Okay.
I'm a man. Ladies and gentlemen, Georgia Productions, go and check out what she's doing right now. And please take me seriously for the ending of this video while I have this hat on. Make sure you check out absolutely everything else that we do here on this podcast, the Butterfield Effect. Some of my best work, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm on tour at the moment as well. All over the country, all over the globe. It's all bloody happening. Don't worry about that for even a second. Check us out on iTunes and leave a review. The best review will get everlasting love from me. Ladies and gentlemen, be a good motherfucker. I don't know if I'm going to say that in the... Be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East. Me dick stinks. I'll see you all
So
very
does mine.
soon. So does George's. Her dick. I tried that for a while where I would change it. Don't worry about it. I don't want to tell that story. See you. Bye.
See ya.